What if your accent could trap you in poverty or crown you royalty? I'm talking about George Bernard Shaw's play Pygmalion. This is the play for which George Bernard Shaw had won the Nobel Prize for Literature, and also he had got an Oscar for Pygmalion's screenplay. The play is not just a comedy, it's a bomb disguised as a comedy where it exposes the lies of class and power. Let's understand more about this drama, Pygmalion, a little bit of its background. From where did George Bernard Shaw get inspiration about this play? Well, he got it from a legendary myth. There was a king in Cyprus whose name was Pygmalion, and he was disgusted with the immorality of women. He thought women were morally corrupt and they were unworthy of his love. He was disgusted. So he decided to devote his time in carving statues. He was a sculptor. He carved the statue of a stunning woman, a beautiful woman. And the statue was so magnificently beautiful that he falls in love with it. He named the statue as Galatea. When he falls in love with this statue, he wants the statue to come alive, of course. He wanted to be a flesh and blood human being. But how was that possible? It was a statue. He prays to God, Aphrodite, and he wishes that the statue comes to life and becomes a flesh and blood human being. Aphrodite was very impressed by seeing Pygmalion's devotion. So he granted the wish. And finally, Galatea becomes a flesh and blood human being. It gets transformed from a statue to a human being. This is the inspiration of Bernard Shaw's play Pygmalion. However, he uses this with a little twist. He doesn't fall in love with Eliza over here, but he treats Eliza as an experiment. The way Pygmalion carved the statue and makes it beautiful to look at, in the same way, Professor Higgins, transforms Eliza by working on her accent and by transforming her into a woman of high class. Who is Professor Higgins? You can call him as the main character. He is a linguist, a man who works on phonetics. He records the accents of people and he uses them for research and study purpose. Higgins also has a close friend, Colonel Pickering, who assists him in the research and all kinds of work. He meets Eliza Doolittle. Now, who is Eliza? Eliza Doolittle is a girl who belongs to the working class London, the lower middle class London, and she has a typical way of speaking English, which is called the Cockney dialect, the Cockney accent. Cockney accent is a very typical way which has got unique features of phonetics, and this typical way of speaking English mainly by the uneducated people of London, the working class, the lower middle class London. Professor Higgins takes a bet, he takes a challenge, and he decides to work on Eliza's accent and pass her off as someone from the high class, somebody from the aristocratic society in the ambassador's party. That's the challenge Higgins takes. But why Eliza? Eliza Doolittle is an ambitious girl. She sells flour on the streets, but she has dreams and desires to sell flour in the shop. She wants to rise up the social ladder. She wants to talk like a lady. She wants to look like a lady. And Professor Higgins helps Eliza in doing so. You have a problem in understanding what was it that Higgins was working on with Eliza's accent. I'll give you an example. People who speak Hindi, they have a different way of speaking. Not everybody speaks the same Hindi. Somebody from South Bombay will speak Hindi in a way. Similarly, somebody from Vasai, Virar, the suburbs and beyond that will again speak Hindi or any other language in a particular unique way. People from West Bengal, they will also have a different way of speaking Bengali. People from Calcutta, proper Calcutta, they will speak Bengali in a typical way, which is called the Shahore Bangla. Similarly, people from the outskirts, somebody from Medinipur or Bardhaman will speak in a different way. So every person speaks the language, the same language, but it could be with a different accent. Your accent gets influenced from the place you live. It also gets influenced by the people with whom you are surrounded with. This play Pygmalion was later adapted, and there was a very popular film that was made named My Fair Lady. The play also has a strong feminist message. Even though it was written in the year 1913, it has a strong feminist undertone, which we are going to explore once we start reading the play. The play is also a critic on the social hierarchy. When your accent decides your social status, that's not correct. Your social status is not decided by the way you look, by the way you speak, or by the clothes you wear. It's beyond that. George Bernard Shaw also satirizes this theme, appearance versus reality, where the lies of class and power are exposed. That's all about the background of the play Pygmalion, and I hope you have enjoyed this video. Those who are looking forward to read this play with me, I welcome all of you to my new playlist Pygmalion, which I'm going to start shortly. Those who are new to the channel, my name is Nilanjana. Welcome to my channel. On this channel, you're going to find a lot of content about literature. And those who are with me from a long time, my sincere thanks and gratitude for all of you. I thank all of you from the bottom of my heart. I hope this video was helpful. Yes, if it was, do give a thumbs up and share this video with somebody who would benefit. That's all for today. Have a beautiful day ahead.